Trump's 100% film tariff, a threat to Indian cinema in the U.S.? The Indian film industry is sounding the alarm bells over President Donald Trump's bold proposal to impose a staggering 100% tariff on foreign films entering the U.S. market. This move could spell disaster for the thriving $100 million theatrical business that Indian cinema has built in America. Shibashish Sarkar, the president of the Producers Guild of India, emphasizes that it's still too early to fully grasp the implications of this proposal. We're in the early stages of understanding what President Trump's statement really means for Hollywood and the global film industry. His previous announcements on tariffs have shown that things can change before they are actually put into action, Sarkar explains. If this tariff goes into effect, the immediate fallout could hit theatrical distribution hard. Indian films typically rake in around $100 million at the U.S. box office. If this tariff is implemented, theaters might raise ticket prices, making it more expensive for audiences to enjoy these films, which could lead to a significant drop in attendance, he warns. Indian cinema has been making impressive inroads at the North American box office, with standout hits like Bahubali 2. The conclusion, grossing an impressive $22 million, followed closely by Kalki 2898 AD at $18.5 million, and other blockbusters like Pathan, RRR, and Jawan, all making their mark. However, the situation could worsen for Indian producers if theaters decide to absorb the tariff costs. If exhibitors choose to take on the financial burden, they will likely pass that loss on to the producers, which means our share of the revenue would also take a hit. Either way, the impact on Indian producers from a theatrical perspective is inevitable, Sarkar adds. The repercussions of this tariff would not stop at the box office. They would also ripple through digital platforms. Deals for digital or pay TV rights that Indian producers negotiate for global distribution will be affected. This includes both post-theatrical rights and direct-to-digital films, Sarkar notes, highlighting that any revenue generated by Indian content in the U.S. would likely fall under the tariff scope. Moreover, Sarkar raises concerns about Hollywood productions that shoot in India, suggesting they could face tariffs when bringing their content back to the U.S. for release. Abhay Sinha, president of the Indian Motion Pictures Producers Association, IMPPA, which represents a vast network of 25,000 Indian producers and distributors, echoes these concerns. The sanctions on foreign films proposed by the Trump administration will have far-reaching consequences for Indian films in the U.S., Sinha warns, pointing out that U.S. exhibition chains also depend on Indian content for their survival. Hollywood films have carved out a significant niche in the Indian market, accounting for about 10% of the annual $2 billion box office. Blockbusters like Avatar, The Way of Water, Avengers, Endgame, and Avengers, Infinity War have all made substantial earnings in India, showcasing the mutual benefits of this cross-cultural exchange. In light of these developments, producers' associations are gearing up for coordinated action. All our producers and distributors will need to come together to address this issue, starting with discussions with the government. IMPPA and the Film Federation of India, FFI, will jointly approach the government to present our unified stance on this matter, Sinha concludes.